What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? I just finished work. Today is a great day. I am heading home. Made $225 today. Gave out my business card. Hopefully I get a TV mountain job out of that. But yeah, good day. I'm gonna go home, relax, take a nap, and read a book. I put a book out that I'm supposed to read, that I'm gonna read. And yeah, I got some goals that I have to write down. We have 50 days, well, about 49 days left in the year now. So my goal is to accomplish as much as possible in the next 50 days. So I'm gonna make a list and I'm gonna make sure I get them all done. Ideally, I guess the amount of things you put on the list don't really matter. Put as much as you want. Think big. Magic of thinking big. Do it. So besides that, just know whenever you make a mistake and mess up, it is always an opportunity to learn something. No matter what it is. You know, it could be you take on a TV mountain job and you mess up somehow. You put the screw in drywall, and you know what? Maybe you should have measured twice. So now next time you do that job, you're going to be more thorough and make sure you get your measurements, and you're probably going to be a little quicker with your measurements as you continue to do it. So keep that in mind. No matter what it is, whatever you mess up with, however you feel bad, there's always an opportunity to learn and improve, because life goes on. You keep learning, you keep becoming better, and you know, you aren't all your mistakes. I mean, you are all your mistakes, but don't harp on it. That every time, you know, you're just bringing up bad memories, bad things, ways you messed up. You can't do that, because you'll just always get down on yourself. Just when those things happen, take it as an opportunity to learn and gain something from it. This way you become stronger, and moving forward you're a better person. That's all it is. So besides that, yeah, I've been getting good at TV Mountain, because I've been doing a lot of them. I've been making mistakes, doing things right. And the other day I mounted 2 TVs, charged the customer $300. I brought a helper along with me who was very helpful, and we got it mounted in 40 minutes, both of them. I paid him $75, plus we got a $20 tip. I gave him the tip. So he made 95 bucks in about an hour of work, and I made $225. Plus I had work earlier that day where I made about 400 bucks. But I made the 400 in about 8 hours, where I made the 225 in 40 minutes. So you see the difference of why you want to become your own boss. And anyone looking for a part-time job, I would encourage you to, before you do that, because there's nothing wrong with having a part-time job along with your full-time job, or even just a part-time job. It's good to be busy and be out there learning. Before you get that part-time job, start a side hustle, no matter what it is. It could be painting, drawing pictures for people, doing people's homework. It doesn't really matter, because that side hustle, eventually you're going to be able to charge enough money for it where 1 hour of work in that side hustle is going to make you the same as a whole day of work at your normal job. And eventually, you know, your normal job's income's here, your side hustle's here. Eventually, well, this will hopefully stay here, but this income goes up, and you have 2 large incomes where your side hustle now is matching your main hustle, and you can be like, hey, I might just go with the side hustle and then focus on growing that all the way, because then you could have 1 hustle that'll make enough money of 2 incomes. So that's what you have to do. And then after that, you just grow as many hustles as you can, or grow 1 hustle really, really large. It's all about, depends what your goals are. You know, my goals are to make a lot of money and to be able to afford anything I want and do anything I want. So in order to make that happen, there's a lot I have to accomplish. I have to learn a lot about money. I have to have a certain amount of money coming in, ideally $1,000 a day to start. We're gonna make that an everyday occurrence, which I can do that by having 2 side jobs lined up every day. where I could make 300 bucks a side job, which is 600 plus my normal day of work, where I'll make 300 to 400. So I'll have about 1,000 bucks coming in every single day, which is 365,000 a year, which is good money. After a year, I should have $340,000 saved up just from a year of grinding and working, and that could all be done in like 10 hours a day. You do have to put in the work. It gets hard. I remember when I first got when I first had 2 jobs, I was working Monday to Friday as a barista. I would go in 6 a.m. every day, and I would finish at 2:30. So 6 a.m. to 2:30. Then after that, I had another job at a restaurant where I believe it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had to go to the restaurant after work. So yeah, I had 2 jobs in the same day. At one point, I was working like 12 hours a day every single day, so 80 hours a week I was putting in. And I was able to buy a lot of investments and have a lot of money, save a lot of money. Unfortunately, I was also spending a lot of money on smoking weed, spending $1,000 a month plus other expenses. So yeah, that was mentally very difficult to do both those jobs. It was very strenuous. But what I learned is it is manageable if you can tell yourself you enjoy doing it and see the goal at the end of the road, as well as take care of your body while you're doing it. So drink water, eat good food, get enough sleep, and don't be getting high all the time, don't be drinking, and you'll have the energy to do all those things. I didn't even have a car. I was riding my bike to the 2 jobs, and that was definitely keeping me in shape. Also mentally just pushing myself all the time. Raining out, I would put a garbage bag over me if I had to. I had to change clothes in my backpack. I'd get to that job, change my clothes, and yeah, I ended up leaving the barista job for the other one full time because they made me a waiter. Ended up becoming the top waiter there, and I was making really good money, where I could work less, make good money, and have less stress doing the two jobs. So 2 incomes is a good thing. When I did both, this is when I was like 20 years old. I was making like $1,500 a week, both jobs, grinding my butt off. But I loved every second of it. I really enjoyed it. And from the moment I woke up, I would listen to podcasts until I got to the restaurant. And if you just yawned, that's because I yawned. So I would listen to podcasts until I got to the restaurant. And then for the first hour and a half, I would have to prep stuff. So I would still have my headphones in, and I would just be listening to podcasts that were teaching me about investments and just things that I was learning from, not just blasting music where you're not going to learn anything. Unless, of course, you are into music and creating your own music. Then listen to music. But that wasn't what I was doing. I saw that as a distraction, so I was focused on putting information in my head, something I could learn from and utilize. So yeah, pretty much I'm just saying, grind, work as hard as you can. If you need 2 jobs, work 2 jobs. You might have to kill your social life, but honestly, you are building the life that you want. You're building your dream, and unless your social life is actively working on building that dream for you, then it's not. It's just keeping you stagnant, and if not, pushing you further apart. I used to hang out with my friends every single day, and all we did was get high. Sometimes we talk about doing some stuff, having some ideas and whatnot, but most of the time we were just getting high, and we never actually did any of those things we talked about. So your social group might not be good for you. You want to surround yourself with people who push you in that direction that you want to go, because then you will get there quicker. If you want to be, like my case, a successful handyman, I need to hang out with a bunch of handymen where they're going to be talking about handyman things, sharing ideas about their business, and just all those similarities are going to help me and push me closer to my goal. So that's what you have to do if you want to trade stocks. You have to surround yourself with people who know stocks, who trade stocks, who enjoy stocks, and then you will be able to, learn from that and grow as well. But if you are someone who likes trading stocks and you just hang out with people who drink and get high all the time, you're not going to get to that goal any quicker. It's actually going to take you longer. So keep that in mind. That's what today's video is about. Grinding and ways to grind quicker, how to get you where you want to be. Yeah, that's it. Peace.